Montclair. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Movies Till Midnight.
Movies Till Midnight.
This is our last episode for the first semester here at Montclair State University.
It's our last episode.
It's our last episode. Yeah.
I would never believe I would be here.
No, I know.
And and listen, we started off really strong with a reference to Barbie.
Well,
That's right.
Barbie
Or
referenced
Barbie made a
us.
reference to us, actually.
Yeah,
right.
We did it first.
You're
well,
right.
second.
Did anybody see the new Barbie trailer? Greta Gerwig's masterpiece, My Joker.
Yes.
You know.
I like how My Joker has just become like a thing. Like
Yeah.
that's just a thing now. I love it.
No, yeah. So the new Barbie trailer was released, and they have a little 2001 Space Odyssey reference, which is very interesting, because
2001's a good number, but you know what else
That's
is a
right.
good number? 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Haha!
There you go.
We did it.
There you go.
Gotta get the top of the hour.
It's the top of the hour right
Thank
now.
you,
It
FCC.
is 11 p.m. We're gonna be here till 12.
Ish.
That's midnight, so 12ish. Yeah. So this Barbie trailer, I guess we'll talk about it more in a little bit. I think no, you know what? I feel like it's still too early because we started early, so like it's too early to go.
We've got
We
time.
got
Right.
tons of news.
So let's break down the trailer then. Let's talk about it a little bit. What do you guys thoughts? Ella?
I think that it is so smart, because like in 2001, like the monolith was like this like whole revolution, and Barbies were a revolution. So I think that it was just like perfect to have her be the monolith in this
Wow.
in the trailer.
Wait, that's
In-depth
actually
analysis.
such a
good.
that's such an interesting. That's see that's interesting because I actually didn't take it down that
just
route
thought
in
it
a
was
sense.
fun.
I
That was
did
brilliant.
Look,
think-
I've seen this trailer like about a billion times, and
sorry,
I
I
was just
watched it
thinking about
twice.
it. I was just, I'm like so excited. Like it
So-
looks so beautiful.
Yeah, so listen, I think that I agree with you. I think that's going to be a very good movie. However, the way that my thought process was going behind that was not because like your point there was really
was spot on.
spot on.
Really
That's
good.
probably very accurate. My thought process behind it was actually just because they were making nods to 2001, so they're sort of recognizing the fact that okay, this is what a good movie is. You know what I mean? And Greta Gerwig, obviously, she's
Oscar-
amazing. Oscar
Yeah,
Oscar
I think so.
nominated. Oscar.
Some of
winner?
her movies have been Oscar nominated.
Yeah.
I know
Okay.
Little
So
Women
yeah.
was.
So she's a very
It goes to show
renowned
that-
director, and so
yeah.
I figured like, oh, okay, so maybe this is actually going to be, actually like a very
I hope it is.
Good
That'd be
movie.
so funny.
but I also think that maybe there's going to be some, and Danny, I think you mentioned this earlier about how it's going to be maybe self-aware as well.
You know what I really hope? I really hope that you.
Sorry, I'm going to move this so I can see.
There you
it.
go. I really
So I like
hope
looking
that
at
the
my friends.
2001 references in the trailer like aren't in the actual movie, and that's just something fun that she filmed for the trailer.
Yeah, that's what.
Like
think
I
that-
really hope
You
that's
know
not
what?
a scene in the movie.
I think
That's just
where
there.
it could be a scene depending on the route that it takes. I don't understand like if it's like I'm assuming it's set in the Barbie world, but maybe there's some kind of like outer trailer or
I
like
saw
or not a
that-
trailer
Maybe
but like a commercial.
I
for
really hope
Barbie.
that's not the
I
case.
saw
I hope
that,
it's just for. I hope it's just. For
I think
fun.
it's just for the
Margot
trailer.
Robbie has like I saw on Twitter somewhere that Margot Robbie had like a secret letterbox where she like put all of the movies she had to watch, and I saw like the Truman Show. Like it's like gonna go like I feel like it's gonna be
Ooh.
like kind of Truman Show, which would make
Interesting.
sense, right?
Interesting.
I think there's gonna be a lot of fourth wall breaks.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Like,
This
it's just
seems like a very like again what Drew was saying, like it does seem like it's very self-aware in that like oh, it's 2001 A Space Odyssey, aliens and stuff, and now it's Barbie, like that's just like it just seems like it's going a very I don't know, sentences are
It
hard
looks
to
like it'll be
end.
very fun.
Yeah.
Very fun watch. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
smiling and
I'm gonna
laughing.
wait to see more because this was kind of like 90% 2001 references and then like 10 seconds of various scenes at the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see more of like the actual movie. Like I'm assuming other trailers are gonna come out between now and like June. I think is when it comes out. June, July,
Right.
summer, sometime. But yeah, that's the Barbie trailer.
Yeah, no, there it is. Listen, it looks interesting. I'm
It
kind
does,
of
yeah.
excited. I'm a little excited for it, honestly.
I will say that the teaser is it a teaser trailer, whatever it is, did get me a lot more interested in it than before.
Yeah.
Cause like I was not really thinking about this movie at all, and then the trailer came out, and I was like, "Oh,
wow.
I'll watch it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "This is really funny."
I think it looks pretty entertaining.
Yeah.
I think my biggest draw originally was just Margot Robbie and
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling.
You know what I am
Yeah. 'Cause
they're
interested to
awesome.
see though is like how they're gonna handle like I don't know how to phrase this right, but like in the trailer, like she just kind of looks like Margot Robbie, right? Like obviously she has like a Barbie outfit stuff like that, but like what is
Yeah.
my
I
question
know
is like what is
I don't
distinguishing
know.
her from like
Oh.
what is making her Barbie other than just it's Margot Robbie with
I mean,
like a
I
Barbie
hope
hairstyle and
She
an
has
outfit.
like a high pitched, kind
Yeah.
of voice.
Exactly.
Sort of
not
something
like her,
to-
That's why I want
her
to see
New
more because I
York
want to
accent
see
that she
what's gonna
does.
Yeah. I agree with you completely. I also, you know what's interesting too is this is gonna sound very weird. I don't want this to be taken out of context, guys. I know we all know that I love Tarantino, but this is not related. This has not. All right,
The
I'm just gonna say it.
Yeah,
Listen, I'm just
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say what I'm gonna say here. In the
Tarantino
trailer,
movie.
when they were showing Margot Robbie as if she was the monolith from 2001, they did a little pan, and they showed her feet in her heels. And this is gonna sound weird,
She let Quentin
but I
Guest direct that
noticed
shot.
that her toenails looked like the same, like her toes looked like they were connected, like the Barbie thing.
Really, that's kind of
Yeah, which was a weird
note.
note,
Yeah,
like
she
a
was
weird thing to
smooth.
notice. But
She
they
was
were
very
very.
smooth.
She was
Pull
very
that up, actually.
smooth.
That's
and
really
like,
that's kind of
so this is
interesting.
gonna sound so weird.
Like
I-
Greta would never do feet like that.
No, but like,
oh, okay.
like maybe
Tarantino
it's,
reference.
yeah,
I
Tarantino.
thought-
No, I just, I just thought it was so interesting the way that they chose to present. Like they actually like really,
I didn't see that. I'm
like
going
it
to
looked
find
like
that.
she was actually Barbie.
Yeah,
like they
she
were
looked
like,
Yeah,
classic.
you're right. Actually, hold
yeah,
up.
like it kind of looks like.
Interesting.
I thought
That was a
the-
weird thing to
Huh.
notice, but I noticed it almost immediately in
I
that
cou-
shot.
You could be right, but I actually thought it was like one shot was actually like a plastic doll.
Yeah,
That's
that
what
shot
I'm
does
saying.
look
It
a
looked
lot.
like a
yeah.
doll.
And then when they
Actually
cut to
Margot Robbie.
obviously Margot Robbie, it's
Yeah.
obviously Margot Robbie.
Because that
but
looks way too plastic.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Like I kind of like the idea.
going
that it
back
was
to
sort
kind of what Ella was saying, I do hope she does a different voice other than just the Harley Quinn voice that she
Yeah.
does in like everything.
Every movie.
She's either
She sorta
her
has it going
normal
on in
voice or
Babylon.
Harley Quinn.
If you saw the Babylon trailer, she has that going on too. That
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
kind of
she
Yeah,
does,
exactly.
she
that's
does.
why I'm worried.
yeah.
Is like
I
I hope
saw a
she does.
movie with
It's sort of
her-
like this, like you know.
Yeah, I
it's
hope she
kinda
does something
up, yeah.
other than her
Sorry.
actual Australian
That was-
accent and her Harley
Wait,
Quinn voice.
what's her line there? She's like, "You know what a Harley Quinn is."
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I hate that. I hate that.
I
Yeah.
hate that.
I saw a movie with her recently. It was like About Time, I think it was called. She was in it, and she was doing a British accent.
Well, she's Australian,
Bad,
so that shouldn't have been
bad.
that bad.
I don't know
Is that-
though. I don't know. She was bad
About
in that
Time.
one.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen
I
About
love
Time.
that movie.
That's a good one.
I haven't seen that. That's the one with like the time
Same.
travel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, dude, like it's one of the good ones. On like the good side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Welcome back to Movies Till Midnight.
Movies till
I don't know if we
midnight.
introduced ourselves, by the way.
I don't think we did.
I was a little distracted by the whole Barbie thing. I'm Andrew Cooper.
I'm Bryce Bedard.
I'm Ella Duffy.
I'm Danny Krasick.
Awesome. Welcome back, guys. We just had a little quick break. Last time we were just talking about the Barbie trailer, but now we're gonna move into
Movies that are
some
actually out.
movies that are actually out.
Yeah. So you might not have seen. I don't know if you've been living under a rock. You probably would not know this, but Avatar, the Last Airbender. No, Avatar 2: The Way of the Last Waterbender came out on Friday. So it had its opening weekend. So as of right now, the reviews for it have been a mixture of, oh my god, this is the most amazing thing I've ever seen, this is beautiful, and all right. Like, it seems
Yeah.
like there's not a lot of people hating it, but also not a lot of people, like, it seems like it's pretty mixed between,
I
like, it's
definitely-
okay.
I definitely see on my letterbox, like half of my friends are like 5-starring it, writing paragraphs about how this like took them back to their childhood, and then I see like 3 stars that are like, I liked the water scene.
Yeah,
like
because
I don't know.
it really does. I think. I mean, we haven't seen it. Well, I don't think any of us have seen it yet, right? But it does seem like it's the kind of thing where, you know, same with the first Avatar, where like it really does depend on how sold you are on the VFX, because like the story of the first Avatar is not why people like Avatar. I don't think.
I think it's because, well, yeah, it's
like
just because of the CGI.
Yeah, it's the
That
CGI.
was
So
like
I think
the
it really will
groundbreaking.
depend on how sold you are on the CGI. But what I wanted to draw attention to specifically about Avatar is that currently it is on track to earn $435 million its opening weekend, which is actually under expectations. It's being considered a flop as of right now because it grossed $500 million.
How much do they?
It was supposed to.
need?
I think in all, I'm gonna double
Like,
check
was
how
it they
much.
had to make like one of the top grossing movies?
It needs to make at least $2 billion in order to just to break even.
Right.
Just to break even. So I believe I saw the budget for the movie is $460 million, which I think makes it the most expensive movie ever made.
Yeah.
Right? So keep in mind that's $460 million just to make it. You're spending half that probably on advertising. So you're already up to almost $1 billion. Plus you have to consider that movie theaters take half the revenue from when a movie's out. Like, it's taking half the money. So
Right.
you have to make double that. So you have to make at least $2 billion just to make back how much you're spending on the movie. And in order to actually probably be considered a success, you probably have to make like significantly more than that. So unless this is becoming like the 5th highest grossing movie ever, it's flopping.
Yeah, which is absolutely nuts, and we've
Yeah.
talked about that before.
We have,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? That whole, and it's to me that's just it's mind blowing.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And it better be good. That's
Yeah.
all I'm saying.
It does sound like Avatar 3 is filmed and is in post production already. And I think they filmed.
What?
They filmed at the same time as Avatar 2. They did back
They
to
did-
back.
Oh my god.
Wow. I didn't
And
even
according
notice.
to James Cameron, who's obviously the director of Avatar, Titanic, other things that I'm blanking on at the moment for some reason.
Terminator.
hmm?
He did the Terminators.
He did do the Terminators, that's right. Apparently, he has made the third one so that it can end off the series if the second one flops. Because of how expensive it is. It sounds like he's expecting it to not do super great.
The second one to do good.
The second one do super great, so he has the third one filmed, ready, basically in post-production, ready to go whenever. So that,
doesn't he-
but if the second one flops, then it's like, okay, this can just be the end of the series, because he apparently has 5 in the works.
Oh.
And apparently he got
I
extremely
see
positive
what
feedback on the
you're
script for the 4th one from the higher-ups at Disney, I guess, own the rights. Apparently,
I saw something where they
Yeah.
were also in like a little dispute over the runtime of the
Yeah.
film because the
because he likes to make his movies 10 hours long, and
Avatar
Disney doesn't want to do that.
Avatar 2 is apparently what 3 hours. It's what is
Yeah.
it?
It's
3
like
hours.
3 hours, 8 minutes,
3
or
hours,
something
8
like
minutes,
that.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So apparently Disney had some kind of like issue with the fact that it was like super long. I don't
Mhm.
know
I mean, like,
what.
you're sitting
was
in the
cool.
theater for 3 hours. Like, I miss my family. Like, I ran out of popcorn. Like, where am I supposed
I have
to go?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Now, here's
Like,
the
it's
strategy
like,
with
come on,
AMC,
let me
right?
out.
I'm sure you know this because you're a certified AMC, you know, right?
That's right.
You know, you go to this place for magic. You
Magic.
come to this place. You come to AMC theaters. No. Here's what you do,
They
right?
make movies better.
Is you buy before the movie, right? You get the biggest popcorn size, right? And after like a large, I think you get free refills. So what you do is you do that.
One
then,
free refill.
One free refill.
We
you
mark
buy
your- we
you
mark
buy
your
that.
tins.
Then what you do is you get a share
stingy.
box, dump the popcorn into the share box, then go immediately get your refill of the popcorn. So now you just have 2 popcorns ready for the movie.
That's
Well,
smart. You know what I do?
Life hack. If you tell the person at the front that you want a refill box, they'll fill the thing. They'll fill a fill box for you and your thing, and you get another refill.
What the?
Look, I just use a bunch of AMC terminology.
Yeah,
I'm just
she knows
telling you
the
how to get more
hacks.
popcorn
AMC.
for
I
your
should go
3
back.
hour.
We're gonna do a new,
Avatar style.
guys. I know this is our last episode, but we come back after this long break. Ella Duffy's tips and tricks on how to navigate AMC
We'll
things.
make it a mini segment. Yeah,
mini
We'll do like
segment.
a,
Coming
like a
soon.
5-minute interlude.
Coming soon. You can expect.
Ella's horror stories of the week.
Yeah.
Wow, we could do that.
Honestly, yes. If Foster gives us the second hour,
Ooh.
Anthony.
Whoa. Foster call.
Okay, wait.
Foster.
Speaking of Titanic, the thing that we sent this morning.
I thought you were going. I thought you were taking
Oh,
that.
no. He's doing scientific research so everybody can stop whining about whether Jack could fit on the board
Which
or
is
not.
the funniest thing ever. The movie's been out for what, like almost 30 years, and
That
James
was the
Cameron
first
is
movie
still,
I saw on VHS.
and James
he's
Cameron is
doing
still
this.
upset that people keep talking about how Jack could fit on the plank or whatever, the door.
Hey, this is a serious thing that I'm so happy, honestly. You know what? I need this to go on Discovery Channel. I need to be a big documentary.
I mean, honestly, he's
Yeah.
done documentaries before. He's
Yeah.
made more documentaries than feature films, I think, actually.
Yeah.
So, like, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up on, like, Disney Plus or something.
some of these directors, James Cameron, I feel like they're just so interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like what goes through their head.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Creates like the biggest movie ever, and then decides,
And then
I'm
just
gonna try and top it.
Drops off the face of the earth
Yeah.
for a bit, makes a
Yeah.
bunch of documentaries, and then makes the sequel.
I know.
I
it's
think this
crazy.
actually is his first movie since Avatar. I don't think he's done like a
Oh,
like a
really?
feature length like
He doesn't have to.
narrative film. Yeah, I know, right?
Like
He probably doesn't
you know
have to
what I'm
work
saying?
ever again.
No, I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's cool. You know what else is interesting too? He helped with the ride at Disney, at
Mhm.
Disney World.
Yeah.
He helped with those.
Which is great. That
Um,
whole area is like
it looks
like
really
the
good.
floating islands and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Like, that was
it's-
awesome.
It's really cool.
Yeah, that was worth the wait.
I also and the ride, like the ride itself,
The
the
ride's-
the
Yeah.
I forget what
The
it's called.
flying one, the
flying ride.
Flight of Passage.
Flight
is
of
that what it's called?
Passage. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
Breathtaking.
It's really breathtaking. I
Mhm.
actually teared up a little bit. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I know,
that
me
is-
too.
That,
Like,
that I think is the best ride.
I
want to
be in the Avatar movie like more than anything else. I
I
think
want to be with the avatars. Right?
that's what I want right now.
I really didn't like the other ride though.
I didn't have time to do
I
that
think
one.
it was so
So,
beautiful.
yeah.
I
You
just
thought the
like
other one
being
was
there. I just like being immersed in the universe.
Yeah, it's
I-
really beautiful.
Yeah, me and my group got to the first Avatar one. We waited for 2 hours in the line, which was okay because there's nothing else to do in Animal Kingdom really.
Yeah.
Because Exodus and Everest was shut down the week we were there.
Yeah, yeah.
And there's really nothing else there other than Dino Land USA,
Oh my god.
which is I'm sorry to any Disney execs who are listening, but very. You guys,
Scary.
you
I
need to
was
step your
scared.
game up. It looks like it has not been touched in 20
no,
years.
I've never screamed that hard in my life when I rode that ride. I was scared for my life.
Yeah. No.
Off
It's-
topic.
Speaking of Animal Kingdom not having a lot of attractions,
Where are you going with this?
one might say that it's rather
Oh.
disappointing.
Oh, I hate you. I hate you. Get out. Get out. Get out. Get out.
All right,
We're
There's the
done.
door.
Turning
We're
off my
done.
mic
the
Yeah.
now. You
So,
can
No,
roll
wait,
it.
nobody-
we talked. Was this a few weeks ago? A few weeks ago, we mentioned Ari Aster, director of Midsummer, Hereditary. Actually, I guess that's it. A24 guy. He's making a new movie, which we thought was called Disappointment Boulevard because that's what everywhere was saying it was called. But last week, the poster came out, and that's not the name of the movie anymore.
Yeah.
I don't understand
It's
what's going on
now-
with the marketing for this movie
It is now
because
called Beau is Afraid.
yeah, which is I'm so confused as to what is going on with
I mean,
this movie.
I saw a TikTok that made me think. It was this guy, and he was like looking at. I don't know if you guys have seen the picture of the thing that they released. I don't know, but like it's like this boy just sitting there, just smiling, and it just says Joaquin Phoenix over top of it. So it's like, is it making
it looks,
you
the
like?
poster
Is
looks like
this
the
Joaquin
name of the movie
Phoenix?
is Joaquin Phoenix.
I'm like thinking like, what if
Yeah.
like he said that maybe they're doing like de-aging. Like,
Oh, I
maybe that
hope
isn't.
not.
I
I
don't
hope
know.
it's just a kid.
It just
That'd be
looks
so
very
weird.
creepy. Like
Yeah.
Ari Aster just knows how to just like.
Ari Aster is very good at being
Yeah.
unsettling.
So the description of like the one sentence, the less than a sentence that I get is, it's a surrealist comedy horror film, and then that's from Wikipedia, and then
Wait, is that all that it
IMDb
says now? Did they change the plot description
No,
again?
yeah. So it
Oh
actually,
my
that-
God!
Wait. So that used to say more information. Now it just says that, and
What
then
is
it
going
lists
on?
all the actors that are in it. But then IMDb still sticking to this.
Has the entrepreneur thing?
It says a decade-spanning portrait of one of the most successful entrepreneurs of all time. So there seems like
Here's
even
what's
some
weird
confusion-
about this,
like,
right?
It seems like there's not a lot of
Yeah,
information.
I
about
remember
this.
they announced this. I think they probably announced this like end of 2020, early 2021,
Yeah.
as Ari Aster's next movie, and the original title was Beau is Afraid, and it was gonna star Joaquin Phoenix, and it originally was gonna be because Ari Aster, I think his first short film was just called Beau, and it was originally billed as like,
Beau.
oh, this is gonna be like a feature-length version of that short film, was the way they originally billed it. And then
Oh.
they changed the A24 is like, no, we changed the title. You know, that's not what it's based on anymore. Like, we're revamping the whole thing. And, you know, the reports made it sound like that was a different project he was also working on at the same time, and this was coming first. And then they changed it to Disappointment Boulevard. We got like one or two, I guess, behind-the-scenes photos of Joaquin in like a night shirt kind of thing. I don't know. Did we see?
Yeah,
We saw that
yeah.
picture, right?
Yeah, that's like a
Right.
pop
And Disappointment Boulevard, that was the title for like, you know, a year. A24's Twitter was like making disappointment puns, much like you just did like a minute ago. Like the day before that, like for example, the day before the poster came out, they tweeted out, "Prepare to be disappointed tomorrow," which we were like, oh, the poster's coming out tomorrow, or the trailer's coming out, or something, and now that's not the name of the movie anymore? What's the deal
Maybe
here?
they're doing it on purpose.
I'm so confused, though. I don't get
They're
it.
trying to disappoint us.
Yeah.
Ari, want to call in?
Yo, for real.
Yeah.
Ari, I know you're not listening, but want to call in?
Please.
Like, what is going on with your movie? I'm going to watch it no matter what. And then, like, the length was 4 hours, and now it's 2 hours, and now it's 2.5. Like, what is going on with this movie?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch it
think
no matter what, but still.
Can I do one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Speaking on really long movies, what was that one? Oh, I messed it up now. Superman!
Where are you
Superman.
going with this? How long did you have that queued up
I'm
for?
not gonna lie, that was queued up for a long time. But let me just say this. I was waiting for the golden opportunity, but let me just say this. I think was that the first sound effect that we've used on this show?
I think so. I don't think we've used sound effects.
I'm trying to play around with it more. So anyway,
Oh my
please
God.
continue.
What was the
Where were you going?
Justice League? Speaking of really long movies, Justice League. Henry
Justice
Cavill
League.
is dropped as Superman.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is
I talked. Oh my god.
Please tell me this is definitely
This is like
recording.
iCarly. This is like
I'm so
iCarly.
Is it recording still? Are we good?
Speaking of, Danny, you have to come over here real quick.
Oh no.
We have a little.
Oh great.
Shoot.
Someone stall. Superman.
No, but Ella,
Okay.
keep talking.
So-
Keep talking.
I talked about this a couple weeks ago about how Henry Cavill was being dropped as The Witcher to pursue his Superman thing again. But then James Gunn has been. What's the movie he's doing? Not Black Beatles. I said that once.
Guardians of the Galaxy holiday
No,
special.
DC. Not
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle?
Blue Beetle.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's doing Blue Beetle. Wait, how does that? What does that have to do with Superman?
DC.
No. It's the whole thing is that he's taking over.
Yeah, that's what happened. Is Warner Brothers was like, listen, the DC universe is completely screwed up right now. The Zack Snyder Justice League thing kind of completely screwed up our plan. So like,
Yeah, and
hey
screwed up my
James, want to
joke.
come in and fix things? And now what's happening is there's a couple movies that are slated to come out. You have what, Aquaman 2, The Flash, which I'm surprised is still being
Wasn't there
released.
photos of Aquaman and Henry Cavill though? Who was that? So why is
I don't
this-
know. We've got Shazam 2 and Blue Beetle. Those are the 4 DC movies that are still slated to come out as of right now, and they're all coming out over the
I'm a
next year.
little
I think.
confused.
Sorry, what were the first two? I apologize.
The first 2 we have Aquaman 2, which comes out next week, I think. Actually, I've
Oh,
seen no
wow.
promotion
No,
for it.
what?
Hold up, wait.
Oh,
Hold up, wait. I'm checking to see
Is
when
what's
this
her
comes
face
out.
in it?
Aquaman and the. Oh wait, no, it's coming out in next December.
Amber-
Okay, I was wrong. I saw.
Amber Heard is not.
Amber
Amber
Heard.
Heard.
in it?
Oh, they
Okay.
cut her. Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. All right.
I was like,
so
then
yeah,
maybe
we've got,
that's why
yeah,
they're
we've
not-
got Aquaman 2. We've got Shazam 2, Blue Beetle, which I think is just a straight to HBO thing, and The Flash, starring a criminal.
They,
Ezra.
they didn't recast
Ezra
it.
Miller.
No, they didn't
Oh
recast
my
it.
God.
They didn't recast it.
Wait, so Ezra
So
Miller.
Ezra
they'll
Miller is
let
still
go-
in The
they'll let go
Flash.
of Henry, but they won't.
You know what the best meme is? That one where he's like, "I am criminally excited to play
I
Flash."
know. He's being the Flash in real life and seeing how many crimes they can commit in one thing. No.
Wow.
But yeah, so there's those 4 DC movies are all coming out over the next year, I'm pretty sure. I think Aquaman's the last one I think that comes out. We obviously just had Black Adam, which ends with a Superman post-credit scene allegedly. I guess not spoilers. It's been out for like a month now.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't even plan
I
on
didn't
watching
see
it.
that.
I was actually going to mention that post credits because I was going to say how disappointing it is
Cavill in it?
because in part of the whole reason why a lot of people were excited for Black Adam was because The Rock was like, we're going to introduce somebody that's been out of the DCU for way too long,
yeah.
and then they do the Superman thing, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
unfortunate.
So in the time since Black Adam's come out and since Henry Cavill left The Witcher and they announced he's coming back as Superman full time, James Gunn's come in and he's basically said, you know what, we're just gonna completely start over because this universe is a complete mess right now. So
Yeah.
he announced that Cavill's not coming back and they're making another Superman origin story thing apparently, or like maybe not an origin story, but like a younger Superman thing where he's not
Old.
seasoned and like been in the field for a
Oh,
while,
okay.
so they're recasting the character. And people are very upset about this, which I understand, but also,
also
this
good
isn't
for
the first
DC.
time Superman's been recast.
Also, honestly, good for DC because
I know I'm okay with this.
I want to see them try to create something.
yeah.
Not necessarily similar to Marvel, but something with some kind of cohesive structure to it.
Yeah.
Because let's be real, the reason a
Yeah.
lot of people don't pick up a DC movie is or don't put on a DC movie is
The
because
track record's
is
bad.
because the track record is bad. and
Horrendous.
There's
Someone said.
no correlation between
Yeah.
any of these films, so you're just kind of going
What
in
you've got
blind.
like
You don't know where to.
you've got like Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Justice League, the other Justice League, which is the same movie but different.
But different.
Better.
The two Suicide Squad movies are kind of off in
That
their
are
own
like all
corner.
over the all over
Shazam
the
has nothing to
place.
do with anything. You've got the Joker and the Batman movies are off in their own complete, like they're not playing ball at all. And they're the two, and they're the two best ones.
movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like it's
The
it's-
Dark Knight
yeah.
trilogy.
The Dark Knight trilogy, obviously that was before, but that's on its own also.
That's on its own. Yeah.
Like,
So it's like
yeah,
all over the place.
The DC universe is completely messed up right now, so I'm okay with this. And also, like, I feel like Superman is. I feel like all these characters, right? Like Superman, Batman, Spider-Man. Like, I feel like these are characters that like shouldn't necessarily be tied down to one actor, right? Like, it's the character's been around since before Henry Cavill was born.
Yeah.
Right, and it will probably be around long after he's gone. So like, you can like him, you can think that he's the best version of the character or whatever. I don't necessarily agree with that, but like, let someone else have the role.
But even like it's the same same concept when you get into like the Marvel stuff too. It's like it's okay to see some different actors,
Yeah.
not only different actors stepping into the roles, but also actors professionally moving out of these roles because I mean I think Henry Cavill's a great actor. I think that it's unfortunate that if he's getting stuck and trapped in the same
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
role, you know what I
It
mean?
does-
Which is why
yeah.
the Witcher was really cool to see him in something totally different, like almost like an anti-hero.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not he wasn't.
I
the good
do
guy,
feel very bad
necessarily.
for him because from what it sounds like, from what I know of him as a person, like it seems like he's a really big Witcher fan of like I think because it's based on a
Yeah.
comic or a game or
Yeah,
something.
it's like, and it seems like it's really
Right.
for him a personal story.
Yeah, and same with Superman too. He's apparently like a massive Superman fan. These are like the two roles of a lifetime, and he lost both of them in like the span of like 2 months, which
that
is
poor
really
man. He's been thrown around,
which is really
so
unfortunate.
much. And
Yeah.
there was some other stuff going on earlier in the year, but I mean, I'm kind of blanking on it. But there was some like issues
he
with
was
him being
back and
thrown
then he
around.
wasn't,
He was
and
back
he's-
and wasn't
yeah.
again. You know, same thing. And honestly, like, yeah, no, Henry Cavill's just a really good person.
Yeah.
It's really unfortunate. Speaking of good person, a good person trailer
Oh.
was released. Sorry, that one wasn't as
These tra-
good.
We're
We're-
so good at
I'm-
transitions.
We're either horrible
I'm
at
trying to
transitions or
work
great
on
at them
it,
today. I don't know.
guys.
The reason why I put this one down is
Yeah.
because if you watch the trailer and you cut to 2 minutes and 3 seconds, you see that like 1 second snippet of her swimming in the Montclair pool.
Yeah,
I thought that
that's
was
that's
really-
why
So,
we're bringing it up.
yeah. So here's some.
They made a movie here, guys.
Does anyone want to give some preface about this
Oh my
trailer?
gosh,
Oh,
Florence Pugh made a movie
Florence Pugh made a
at
movie.
Montclair.
Basically, some of the scenes.
Part of it's filmed in Montclair.
Part
Who
of it was
watched
filmed
the
in
trailer?
the Montclair State University Recreational Center. I have not seen the trailer. I really don't know anything
Yeah,
about.
I
the
don't.
movie.
I
I just heard about
Yeah.
all this. You know, from
it looks
social.
like a really good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
is it like
What
What
is
is
it
it about?
Like who's
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jinx.
so
Yeah, what
basically
is it?
Florence Pugh's about to be married to this guy, but the thing is, the problem is in the
is he
story
a good
is
person?
she get They're all, but the problem, but the problem is she gets into a car accident and and in the car accident, her fiance's sister dies.
Was she a good person?
Yes, because of that car accident, he breaks off the engagement, and basically
Which is not a good thing for a person to do.
And basically, the entire movie is Morgan Freeman, the fiance's dad, helping Florence Pugh get back up on
Learn
her
how to
feet.
swim
That's so cool.
Learning how to
in the
swim.
Montclair
It-
State Recreational
It doesn't
Center.
look like it looks like a very like heartwarming movie.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
alright.
watch it for the
Morgan.
sole novelty of just like
Just the fact
I know
that-
where that is.
Oh look!
I've
Ew.
been.
Florence
They did
Pugh
the
went
thing.
to my
They did the
school.
thing.
Yeah, that's kind of like with M Night Shyamalan made a movie in Medford,
Yes.
which that's the
The
only reason
trailer
why I'm
dropped
going
for
to see
that,
it.
but it
Yeah.
wasn't in Medford yet.
Yeah.
In any of those.
Yeah,
cinemas.
that's the only reason why I want to watch that. Just
Yeah.
like so I could be like, I did
I know
the
that
thing.
place.
Yeah, that's awesome. No,
My
it's
God, M.
it's
Night's been to
really,
my
you know what's
house.
cool? It's really cool because we're seeing actually a lot of Hollywood studios moving to New Jersey. That's
Yeah.
like been a big thing recently.
Mm-hmm,
Like, so our area is really seeing a lot of this stuff.
Well,
so
to quote from a musical you may or may not have heard of, everything's legal in New Jersey.
that's yeah. What musical is that from?
It's from Hamilton.
That's in Hamilton.
Yeah,
Wow, I'm really bad
The
with
more you
quotes
know.
and things. Yeah. But anyway,
buddy, you're in the theater program. You do the
trailers?
shows.
Talking about trailers,
I'm a-
Oppenheimer.
Speaking of heartwarming movies,
Oh.
Scream 6 is out.
Oh no, I tried. We both went.
Hold on,
we went
wait,
separate
what?
ways. We went separate ways.
Hold on, wait, what does that have to do with heartwarming?
We went separate
Yeah,
ways.
Scream 6 Lost in New York is what I'm going to call it because it's like it's a 60-second teaser trailer with the characters from the last one in a subway and there's Ghostface and that's about it.
And Jenna Ortega's in it.
And Jenna Ortega.
I didn't watch
yeah.
the last
of
one.
course she
Look,
is.
Scream is my favorite movie. Scream 2 is my favorite movie. I don't know about Scream 3. That one was kind of bad.
Scream 3 is kind of
After that,
weird.
do not make any more Scream movies.
Honestly, because
I don't wanna see
I'm
them.
of the mind that like these aren't movies that are supposed to be like, oh, the giant artful. Like they're supposed to be stupid slasher movies. They're making fun of the genre. Like that's the whole point, right? So I'm okay with them making as many as they want, as long as they keep being fun. Like honestly, even the one like Scream 3 is easily the worst one, I think. And even that one is like really fun. Like it's
Yeah.
very entertaining to say the very least. So I'm gonna see this.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm
I'm happy.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen any of the Scream movies because I'm still working on a lot of those popular horror movies. Because when I was a kid, I was very afraid, guys. I'm sorry. I was a little scared. But now I'm like, oh, I actually kind of know how that was sort of done and
I think
accomplished. And so
the
it
only movie I've been
seems
like
fake
legitimately
and
scared
not real.
of was Paranorman.
Oh,
When
What is
I
it?
was, because it came out when we were like what, like
I know what you're
4 or
talking
5,
about.
and there's this scene at the end where there's like the giant like evil electric witch lady or whatever, and for some reason seeing that in theaters freaked me out a ton, and I like for some reason did not sleep for like
Yeah.
weeks after that, and
no,
I don't know
they
why.
make the scariest movies. Like my mom, when I was little, would make me watch Coraline every single day, and I
Coraline
would
is
be
a banger,
traumatized.
though.
What?
Coraline's
Like
a good
the scene with like the ghosts. My mom would
The
make
go-
me
the
watch
ghost
it every
children?
month. She's listening now, Mom. I was scared.
Look,
I was scared.
Listen, stop motion, or
Stop motion horror.
Scary,
Yeah,
man.
Night-
Like,
no,
it's
I was actually
scary.
very afraid of the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Nightmare Before Christmas is also.
It's a really good
banger.
movie, but I'm afraid of that. I was afraid of that style of animation.
I've
It's
always
still
loved
kinda
Nightmare
Tim
scary
Before
Burton,
Christmas.
he's a little creepy there.
Yeah,
Um,
I've always loved that.
Speaking of Nightmare Before
style,
Christmas,
yeah.
though, I want to throw it to a quick break, and
Okay.
I think we'll play some Christmas music. Sort of get in the festive
Oh,
mood.
wow.
We did our Christmas special episode
We did it
sort of
early.
last week. We did it early because we were supposed to have a very special guest on.
Who
We're
will
not
be
going
on
to announce
eventually
that.
at some point.
Yeah, we'll
later.
have them. We'll have them on eventually. Don't you guys worry. Do not fret. They'll be here.
There's a lot of new movies coming out this week. 23rd's this weekend, right?
That's
I think
upcoming
so.
this
It's coming.
weekend, yeah.
It's coming soon. It's,
A
we
lot
got-
of stuff.
it's around the. It's around
We
the
got
bend.
Babylon coming out on Thursday.
Oh, I'm
Women-
so excited.
On
Yeah,
the
oh my
topic of
gosh.
Babylon, real quick, I want to talk about the Rotten Tomatoes score
Oh.
because this seems to be a very divisive movie so far. So I guess the critics' ratings came out this weekend because, like, you know how that happens, right? To build buzz for a movie like this.
Yeah.
Started its day off strong with a 90%, and it
Oh.
currently has a 65%.
It makes me so sad.
I
love
have
the
not.
Director.
I haven't seen a movie tank this hard, Rotten Tomatoes, like drop this low, since Bohemian Rhapsody and.
Oh no.
Because that one I remember. That one I was keeping track throughout the day when the critic scores for that were coming out. It started off with like a 90 something, and by the end of the day it had like a 66, where it has remained in that range ever
It makes me
since.
so upset.
You know, and also Wonder Woman 2 dropped like a whole star on Letterboxd once it came out on HBO,
We also
which was
got,
fascinating to watch. But yeah,
We
bad
also
one.
have an Oscar buzzed movie, Women Talking.
Yeah.
We've talked
Mhm.
about that a little bit. It's about like a religious group or something.
Isn't it Rooney Mara is in it? I think Jessie Buckley's in it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
Good actresses.
Yeah.
Good people are in it.
I don't know. It looks like it's gonna be a little bit Nomadlandish. It's by the same producer.
A movie I
everyone.
didn't like.
Oh, I love Nomadland. I don't want to talk about it. Okay. Also, to Netflix, Glass Onion is coming out. The new Knives
Yay.
Out. So excited. And I think that's all.
Glass Onion. I'm the only one who's seen it still, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're holding. You're holding.
Yeah, I know. I want to talk about it. Even
We're
after
close.
people see it, I don't want to talk
You
about
know
it.
who done it.
I do know who done
Oh
it.
no.
I'm not going to tell you
That's
who done it,
sad.
but I
don't
do
wanna
know who done it.
Don't share.
I know who did it. I'm not going to say who did it.
Wow.
Because that's
I
kind
think
of the
my
whole point of
brain
the
would
movie.
like explode if.
That's kind of the whole point of the movie. I will say it was not Daniel Craig. Daniel Craig did not do it.
Okay, I don't know what else to go. Robert Downey Jr. also released to Netflix a show called Sir that kind of
I think
documents the
that's
final. Senior. Oh
Senior.
my god, look at me. I can't. Okay, shows the final days of Robert Downey Sr.
And it's like a documentary.
Yes, it's like a documentary. They sit down and they have a laugh. That's kind of cute.
Oh.
It's awesome.
Wait, so have you seen this already, or has it not come out, or is it out?
I'm not
It's
sure.
It is
It's
out
I
now?
saw it.
Interesting.
I just watched
And
the
it's on
trailer.
Netflix.
Yeah.
on Netflix. I'll check
And
it out.
then we also saw on Netflix Timothy Chalamet saying that Dune 2 was wrapped filming.
Oh yeah.
I'm
so
so
excited.
excited. It looks like it's gonna be so cool.
I'm
The
not
photos
watching
that Timothy Chalamet are posting make it look like it's gonna be so cool. There's also Austin Butler in it. Austin Butler.
Ooh.
It's gonna be bald and still pretending like he's Elvis in the background.
He's stuck in character. He's stuck.
He goes, yeah. He shows up to interviews, and I swear
His
he's,
voice
he's
is
Elvis.
literally changed. If you look at interviews before
Yeah.
Elvis and after Elvis, his
Yeah.
voice literally is just irreparably changed.
Welcome to Arrakis, baby.
Yeah, no.
I read the book. It was incredible. That's why I liked the
Oh,
movies.
Dune,
I
yeah.
read it was really good. I liked it.
No,
I
I
haven't
really
seen
I
it,
liked the
so.
first one.
No, Dune was
I'm
so
not gonna
good.
lie. My first watch through, because I watched it. I started like super late at night, and I fell asleep watching it, and then I had to give it a rewatch, and then I really enjoyed it. But
I watched it 2:00 in the
It was long.
afternoon during the day in a movie theater, and I still was almost falling asleep during it.
I used to switch shifts with my friends like during work just so I could sit and usher Dune just so I could watch the movie again. I would just sit in the
I
theater
liked it.
again and again.
I
and
really
again and
did.
again.
Oh, we're wrong. Or maybe I guess I'm the wrong one. Actually,
Yeah.
Swept at the Oscars.
it really kind of did.
Really good. Man.
Unexpectedly, kind of did.
I think it's really good, and anyway.
Dune.
What else we got? Gladiator, Bryce.
Yes.
Speaking of sequels that are happening,
So
Bryce.
Ridley
Yeah.
Scott is in the process of making Gladiator 2, and it's going to start filming in May of 2023.
the House of
And
Gucci guy.
so, Gladiator is one of my favorite movies of all time. I watch that all the time. Like if it's on TV, like I will watch it.
Are you not entertained?
I am so scared for this sequel because I don't know what it is, but I have this very strong feeling that this is going to be one of those sequels where they get an entirely different cast, but with a similar
Oh.
plot as the first
Yeah.
one.
He's my
I'm
Yeah.
question,
afraid
right?
afraid
Is
that is going to
it's
be
either going to be
Yeah,
that,
I know
or
what
it's
you
gonna
mean.
it's gonna be a lose either way. Because it's either going to be that, which is horrible, and just remake it at that point, but also don't do that because no one wants that, or it's going to be just a direct sequel from the first one, but that also doesn't make any
Because
sense.
at this point, Russell Crowe is so old.
I
To the
know.
point where if he tries to play this like
I know, where do
strong
you go?
figure, no one is going to take it
Yeah,
seriously.
where do you go
He's
from
like
the end of Gladiator 1?
he's
what?
weak now.
Yeah.
You can't-
He's like an elderly man now.
unlike the
He's
first
probably,
one,
like, not even-
unlike the first one, I
Yeah.
won't be
Did
entertained.
he, since you're a Gladiator expert, did he and Joaquin Phoenix do their own stunt work for that? Do you know? Because like
Yeah.
they do seem to you do seem to be able to see their faces a lot, like during that last sword fight between them.
There were some
Like,
scenes
was
where
that-
there were some scenes where they did do some of the stunts, not all of them.
Okay, yeah. Joaquin's also really good in
He's
that.
really good. in that,
He might be my favorite actor, honestly. I know that's not I know that's like a,
valid.
a very
No, no.
common take. I
He's a
know,
cool
but
guy.
you know, I like him in I think everything I've seen him in. Actually, I don't
Mhm.
think I've actually seen him do a bad job.
You talk about
ever.
Joaquin
Yeah.
as your favorite?
He honestly might be my favorite actor.
Did you see
yeah.
Come On, Come On?
I did, and I
Oh, that
loved
was
it.
So good.
And I loved it,
He's really good.
and it was great.
I really loved him
Her-
in Her. I was just
Her was
saying.
great.
Her.
Apparently
was
today's the
good.
9-year anniversary of Her or something.
Wow.
Also,
It's a really
that's a really great
I love
movie.
that movie.
Nice.
That's a really great movie.
yeah.
Um,
ScarJo, shout out.
ScarJo before she sued Marvel or
That's
whatever.
right. That's right.
More sequels. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you have no
Spider-Verse.
idea.
So
Well,
excited.
I'm not gonna
One
lie.
of the most overrated movies.
I have
I
a
say I'm not
to
gonna lie too
exist.
much. I'm sorry.
You do
I,
say-
I was just thinking about it because I've been having this sort of feeling about like not being super into Marvel anymore, and I'm sort of like
Mhm.
falling out of my enjoyment of it,
Mhm.
just because there's so much. I feel like there's a lot of nonsense around it and
Mhm.
stuff, and it's just for me, it's
There's-
losing
there's-
its taste. It's losing
Same.
its.
It's same thing for me.
it's-
Like I watched when I was watching the Guardians of the Galaxy holiday one,
it
right?
wasn't good.
And I was like,
Yeah.
and it wasn't great. It wasn't even. I would say it was like a 6 out of 10 at most. But I was like, I just have no interest in this.
I just feel
That's
like I
kinda
have
weird.
an emotional attachment to the characters,
Yeah.
and I just like kind of look past the fact that it was just really bad.
Yeah,
Like-
no, but I agree with Andrew though, where it's like I'm at the point where like I feel like I'm just don't have any interest in watching like and even rewatching the ones that I know I like. I'm not even
Yeah.
like. Honestly,
know-
kind of same thing with Star Wars, to be perfectly honest. Like, original trilogy and prequels, I'm like, okay, cool. But, like, anytime I even remotely think about, like, oh, I know why this was. It's because, like, I think the other day was the 5-year anniversary of The Last Jedi. Not to open that can of worms again. But I was like, I have no interest in watching any of the new ones.
Yeah.
Like, I am not at all interested in this. Huh.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. I mean, Spider-Man. To get back on Spider-Man, I loved Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Like it's
everyone did. Yeah.
like, yeah. I don't even know. Like, and just watching the trailer just like makes me so excited to see where they can go. Who played the spider? It was like a big thing. Who played the spider at the end credit scene?
It was Oscar Isaac, I think, was the
Oh yes,
is in it.
yes.
Who,
Because he's also
in Star Wars.
and he's also Moon Knight.
Yeah, Moon Knight, Star Wars. I feel like what else has he been in that like I've seen? I feel like I saw him in something like really recently. I don't know.
And what? Who? Sorry, I
Oscar
was on
Isaac.
Spinatron.
Oscar Isaac. Oh, he-
Oscar Isaac.
Doing some FCC work over here,
I
so
don't
we can try.
Filling out the paperwork.
Filling out the paperwork over here.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like we don't have much to talk about this except for the fact that the trailer
The
is
Spider-Verse
beautiful.
trailer is out. I hope we get more John Mulaney Spider-Ham.
Oh, he was fun.
You know what I think they should do if they keep making these? I feel like they should have just like a spider animal in every single one. It should just be voiced by a different comedian.
Yeah.
Like you could have like Spider Horse voiced by Bo Burnham or something like that. Like that would be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if you had Bo Burnham in a Spider-Verse movie and he just starts singing in the middle of it?
Oh my god.
That would be
Yeah,
beautiful.
Like a spider dog, but like Nick Kroll.
Oh
yeah,
my
exactly.
god, that would be the best.
You know what I hope?
It's like a pug.
You know what I hope more
don't
than
know why.
anything though? You know what I hope more than anything though? I hope Nicolas Cage Spider comes back.
Oh.
That's what I hope more than anything. Because we need more Nicolas Cage.
It looks like it's kind of going to touch on the older Spider-Man's life
Mhm.
and like him having like a baby or something. I don't know. I saw
Yeah.
that he's like
So we might actually get a happy Peter Parker for
Yeah,
once,
for
for
real.
once in our lives. A
Yeah.
satisfied and happy Peter Parker with a wife and kids and a family.
Wow.
I don't know why that's
It's
such
hard,
a
it's a
high
sad
bar
one,
for
it's
this
a sad
fictional
one.
character, but still.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
my
he's
gosh.
got a lot of.
I love Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's great.
They,
Spider-Man's probably my favorite.
They put that man
superhero.
through a lot.
Like
though.
the amount that like a year ago I was sitting in a theater bawling my eyes out every single second during the Spider-Man movie, the
No Way
Far
Home.
From Home, or No Way Home.
It was the
Oh,
anniversary of No Way Home.
No
the
Way
other
Home
day.
was
really,
No Way
really
Home was
good.
great.
I'm sorry.
I
Can
cried
I?
the entire time.
I'm sorry. I was doing Spinatron work, but can I bring it back to the Spider-Verse real quick?
Oh,
Yeah.
we're still on the Spider-Verse. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I loved the first one, and the biggest thing for me was the animation style. I thought that was so unique, and I love the I love this comic book flair,
Mhm.
and I loved the soundtrack. I thought it was so much fun.
Yeah, those are
And
the two main things. going
recently,
for it.
that Intergalactic movie that came out from Kid
Yes.
Cudi
Mhm.
reminded me so heavily of this style, and I'm finding that like I'm really really
What is
appreciative
the
of
like?
that.
Is there a name for
style.
that style of like the
It's
the
really
rap
new,
soundtrack with
like-
like the comic booky style?
There
like
should
'cause,
be
like
like a
Yeah.
thing for it.
I like that's my favorite right now.
like the comic flow
Yeah.
or something.
like maybe it's not like gonna be a long-standing trend or whatever, but like the fact that there's two movies that have done it in
I
the
would
last
call-
like few years,
maybe like
it's a bit strange.
maybe like page peel animation or something.
Page peel
something with a
animation, huh.
ring to it,
Mhm.
like a
It does have a
curve.
ring to
graffiti,
it, yeah.
like,
I don't
kind
know.
of, I don't know.
Yeah.
This is unrelated, but that reminds me of when they were trying to decide whether or not the live-action Lion King remake was animated or live action, and they were like, "We need to come up with a new name for this because it's not animation, but it's not live action. It's like it's CGI." Anyway,
Somewhere between-
anyway.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know what? I
Spider-Verse.
got one. Speaking of no CGI, Oppenheimer.
Great transition, Ella.
Yeah, actual good transition. We've done it.
Thank you.
Stop.
Look, Nolan said that he was not going to be using CGI for his movie about an atomic bomb.
What does that mean, Chris?
And is any moment there's going to be an atomic bomb going off at any moment. I just wanted to warn you guys
Christopher, what?
that
does
Christopher
that
Nolan
mean?
is going to be setting off a bomb.
He contacted the U.S. government.
Like
Yeah,
the
no,
trailer.
they're guys. This is very.
Oh my
this is a very realistic. You know.
Yeah. I'm actually excited for
Biopic.
this because, like, it's a topic that I think is very interesting to dive into. It's got a good cast. It's a
Cillian
director who,
Murphy,
I mean,
man.
he's hit or miss for me, but like the times when I do like his movies are like really good. So I'm
I'm-
expecting this to be good.
I'm very interested because this is his first. Like he does a lot of these like character kind of studies, character exposés, whatever. But it's his first biopic style thing and his first realistic fiction.
Yeah,
I
that's
guess
the other
it's
thing.
fiction.
It's like he does a lot
is
of like, you
fiction.
know, obviously he did the Batman movies. Interstellar's all about like, oh, time travel in space and stuff like that.
Right,
And
so this is kind of-
Tenet's time travel.
Yeah.
You know,
It's
and then
yeah.
you got this, which is like,
It was also filmed in Princeton. I don't know if I went off
Oh.
there, but filmed in Jersey.
yeah. There you go. Shout out Jersey.
everything
Yeah.
is legal. in
I
New
kind of
Jersey.
wanted to like
Yeah.
drive like there and just like watch Cillian Murphy just do his thing, but I couldn't.
He has really nice eyes.
Oh wait,
by
can
the way.
I ask?
I'm
what
Captain
is
I
the
love Cillian
Man's
what is the
Murphy.
correct pronunciation of his name? Because I say
Is it
Cillian
Killian or
Murphy.
Cillian?
Murphy.
Oh,
Killian
sorry.
or
I'm
It is
sorry.
Killian. I always said
Cillian
Cillian.
I'm sorry.
I always thought it was Cillian
Whoops,
also.
my bad.
That wouldn't work
Yeah,
if I met
anyway.
him in person.
Oh, and
Hey,
RDJ. RDJ's in the
RDJ
Yes.
is in
Oppenheimer.
it. He looks
Oh!
completely different.
Someone, yeah, he
Like
does.
he's bald. He doesn't have the beard anymore. Like what?
Yeah, yeah. Wait, he's bald in the new one?
I
In the
saw. Yeah, I
Oppenheimer
saw a
series?
thing where he's
For a new role.
Yeah.
I thought he had. That was for a
Oh,
different role.
yeah, that's for a different.
Oh, is that for something else? Oh, I
I
saw
think
a
he
picture
had,
of him.
He had
behind
white
the
hair.
scenes.
He had white hair. I think,
Oh, I
in the
assumed
show.
that was what. Whoops. Whoops.
He had white hair.
Also, Roderick Rules is in it. The guy who plays Roderick is in it.
What's his name?
It's Devin something with a
Devin-
B.
And
Devin
he's,
Bostic. Devin
Devin
Bostic.
and he was from the original, the one that we.
The
grew
good
up
ones,
with,
yeah.
the good
Oh,
ones.
Florence Pugh. Look, she's coming back again. She's in it too.
Josh Peck.
Josh Peck.
Oh,
This
they're
was
all
weird
coming.
because I had no idea that he was in it, and then I saw the trailer and I was like, "Wait, is that Josh Peck?" And
It's
I
not-
rewinded. I was like,
will
"Oh, it
say
is Josh Peck."
It's not a Christopher Nolan movie if there's no Christian Bale. So is Christian Bale in this?
Maybe.
Except
Who
that's not
knows?
true because there's a ton of movies that he
Yeah.
hasn't been in, but still.
Well,
Nah.
with the CGI, like I sent this trailer to my dad, which my dad knows everything, and he says that it just looks like reused footage that's just been enhanced. So
That's-
maybe there was no atomic bomb, but I
Hmm.
don't know.
Maybe.
But we learned about this in film class. It's called like
Avant-garde.
I need-
Oh, it's
no,
it's
I need to study. That's the question here. I need to
Rates?
study. I just wrote it
Yeah, that
down.
would be avant-garde, would it?
Yeah. Wait, are you talking about the thing where you take?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Footage. Yes.
Yeah.
Where you
avant-garde,
take
avant-garde.
footage from other stuff and put it into yours.
Yeah, that's.
That's
Oh my
that's the
gosh.
definition of avant-garde, right?
I
thought that was just
no,
weird.
that's not it. But I,
I
need
thought
to
avant-garde was
study.
just different.
Yeah. Wait, hold on. I'm Google.
Oh, wait,
Bryce
yeah.
is definitely
Oh my
right
God,
though.
I need to say. I need to find this.
Bryce is
definition.
Bryce has to be
I only
right.
know that 'cause I looked
Avant-garde,
at the-
new
at the
or
thing when I studied
unusual.
before we-
Okay.
Yeah, it's basically just new or unusual, radical ideas.
What's
I mean, I guess that technically
Yeah,
counts. I
keep going,
mean,
I'll find it.
creating a
look through that
nuclear
syllabus, Ella.
I'm going right now.
This is
Making-
embarrassing. For
making
I
a
know.
nuclear weapon.
Archival footage.
Archival
Yes,
footage.
that's what
Thank
it
you.
is.
Thank you. I have to
Avant-garde
study.
cinema is like is like
weird.
It's like weird. It's like probably what Beau is Afraid might look like. That might
No,
be
no, no.
avant-garde.
We'll see what that
No.
is.
Or
Oh my
I,
God.
well, I don't know if avant-garde is.
What he said, no, because
classified
Ella was right, but I got it wrong. Like that is archival footage, but the genre, like as a whole, is avant-garde cinema. Like it's like archival
Yes.
footage is part of the genre.
Avant-garde is like Misha's of the
Look,
afternoon.
you studied. Look, I would have not known
Meshes
this.
with the
Meshes
afternoon.
with the
is so
afternoon.
weird.
Misha's Meshes, whatever it is, it's a weird movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
Meshes.
I'm not even in intro to film and
I-
I've seen it. And it's weird.
It's weird.
really good, though.
I'm in intro to
It's
film
it's
next
interesting.
semester
Hold on. Yeah, that one.
with the Outcast.
It's just like I can't watch it. It scares me.
I do
Weird
want to have
mirror face.
I do want to have a
thing.
little like I don't want to call it like interpretation episode, but like we can go into some symbology. I would really like
Yeah,
appreciate.
I feel like we could do a thing like that where, like, if we need and like,
that
hey,
might be,
what do we want to
That
do?
might be a little bit niche
I
for our.
feel like-
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am
though.
so
Yeah.
symbolic.
We
with
could
my
do it. Yeah, where
movies
it's like if there's like a
because of
big
Bar-
a
like
big
Barbie
symbolism.
even, I was
Yes,
just like,
yeah.
I feel like if we were to do something like that, we should definitely all watch one movie and then pick it apart.
Synecdoche, New
Because if we
York.
keep doing like what we keep
I haven't
doing,
seen that
yeah,
one.
like-
Maybe we should
Watch
do that one.
Synecdoche, New York.
That
if
is not a
you
call-
want to.
if
That's
you
not a
want
call to
to,
action. I'm saying it to Ella, who I can
Thank you.
call
I
to
need to watch
action.
it.
No, that's a joke. This is not a call to action. But no.
Wait, that
Synecdoche,
was
New York,
weird. We
please.
got a
It's
little
good
bit
movie.
way off topic because
Yeah.
we started talking
Yeah,
about like
I
our
got
show
some things.
structure and that is not what
Yeah.
we're supposed to
this is
do
like
on
a
the
thing.
episode.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize.
No, it's
Yeah.
fun.
So
though.
I've got two little snippets of information.
Okay.
Also, I don't know how much we have to say about either of these, but first of all, do we remember the video game Five Nights at Freddy's from like 2014?
Sure,
Like the
of
weird
course.
animatronics.
Yeah.
Apparently, they're making a
popular.
movie out of that, starring
Oh.
PETA from the Hunger Games as the main character, and the villain is played.
Finding
The
Peter.
villain
Oh, I'm scared.
is played by the man who voices Shaggy on Scooby Doo.
He's
Who-
Freddy.
What? Really?
Yeah, Shaggy from Scooby Doo is
what's
the
his
villain.
name?
I don't know what the actor's name is. I don't
Is
remember.
It, is it
but
like Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Does Margot Robbie play Chica? That's all I want to say.
Oh my God,
That's all I want to ask.
No. So yeah, I don't know when they're filming. I think they're filming that next year, but
Wow.
that's interesting because like things like that keep randomly popping up in my newsfeed of like movie news, like, oh, new director for the Five Nights at Freddy's movies. I'm like, okay, cool, and like 3 years will go by with like no other information.
Wasn't
about
Nicolas
I thought they
Cage
were
in
doing
the
that a
Nick
lot.
Cage was in
I don't
Willy's
know.
Wonderland, which was basically the Five Nights at Freddy's movie, and it was also not very good. But you know, Nick Cage is Nick Cage. We love that man.
This is off topic. He's supposed to be in a Dracula movie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I am so
And
excited for
the
it.
images that were released
Yes!
online was from a long time ago. We never got to discuss. We never
He's got like his
brought it up.
like the red.
He looks very Nosferatu.
He looks so weird.
And it's really exciting
Yeah.
because
Brief
everyone loves
detour.
Nosferatu.
Kind of off of that. The director of The Lighthouse and the Witch is making a Nosferatu remake of like the 1920s.
Oh, wow.
Nosferatu.
I like that.
Yeah,
That's
I
cool.
forget who's in it. I remember the cast originally was gonna have Anya Taylor-Joy and Willem Dafoe. I don't think that's
Oh,
I don't
that
think
would
that's
be
the case anymore because that was like last
perfect.
year,
That's
and this keeps getting
beautiful.
pushed
Oh my
back. But
God.
I think that's his next movie. I think he confirmed that because I saw some stuff about that.
That would be
popping
really
up
That's
on
like
YouTube.
that's like the best casting.
Yeah,
I hope
that'd
it's
be
not
great.
silent though.
I don't think it will be. I don't think it will.
The
Be.
original Nosferatu
Yeah.
from the 20s is silent.
Yeah, but it's good anyway. But my other little tidbit is that after 20-something years, the Pokemon anime is ending Ash Ketchum's iconic run.
Whoa.
He is being replaced. He is finally going to become he's going to finally catch them all, I guess. I don't watch the show, so I don't really know, but that's just like, that's the Pokemon guy. And that's not going to be the case. I guess they're getting it doesn't sound like they're ending it. It sounds like they're just getting a new main character and kind of starting
Why
over.
are they doing
Wow.
that for
But-
everything?
Because the show's
They're
been on for like 30
bored.
years.
They're
And because they
bored.
need to shake it up.
All these
Yeah.
studios.
Yeah,
they're
it also sounds like
bored.
I mean I'm not part of the Pokemon fandom, so this could be completely wrong. But from what I've seen, it sounds like this is something that they've been asking for a while. Of like, this kid's been 10 years old for like 30 years.
30
Can we
years.
move on, please?
Yeah.
So I don't know. We'll see what happens with that.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm also not super into the anime.
I had the
universe.
I had the
Yeah.
cards when I was like
I did
8. That's
too.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I never
really-
got into Pokemon for some
Me
reason. I don't
either.
know.
It's one of those things you got to start at a very young
Mhm.
age.
I got hooked for like
I
a few
always had
years.
like I had like
bro, it's bad.
I had like a giant like 3-ring binder
I have
with like the
mine.
little
Oh, wow.
things. I don't know where I think I gave them to
I
someone.
have
two right now.
binders upon binders that range
Just
from
going on
regular to
about
like
Pokemon.
extremely
Ella
rare.
and I are in the corner right now.
We're like,
We're
Look,
just,
I
like,
collected
watching-
Littlest Pet Shops. Like,
Littlest
I
Pet-
don't
That was also really big thing. That's
Oh god, yeah.
I had like baseball cards and I collected like action. I collected Star Wars action figures.
I
and,
did.
like-
I did too. My grandma had like a bunch of like the vintage ones from like
Oh, that's
the
cool.
80s because they were my mom's, I guess.
Yeah.
They're probably in the attic somewhere. I can't
like
imagine we
Star
got
I
rid of
collected
those.
the Hess trucks. I have every.
I have the
Hess
Hess
truck-
trucks,
I have every-
too.
I have
Oh
every
wait,
Hess
it's that
truck.
time of year. Wait, the Hess truck ads are gonna be
Yeah,
coming
The
back.
Hess truck's
Wait.
back and they're better than
The
ever.
Hess truck's here.
I have every Hess
Nice.
truck from 2004 to now.
Wow.
Yeah.
Merry
You
Christmas,
still
Bryce.
collect it? Are you still
Yeah.
collecting them?
Secret
Because,
Santa.
because I'm still doing it because my parents originally did it for me when I was a baby as like something to keep to keep
Yeah.
buying for me, and I just kept on doing it.
Wow.
Movies till midnight. Secret Santa. What?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
That's
No.
cool though.
Nice.
Should we read off the Golden Globes? Do we have
Yeah,
time?
let's tell us about the Golden Globes because
Um,
as soon as because this is our last show for
So
like
this
a
is
month,
like- this is
full
like-
month almost. Yeah.
It's kind of like a see into the future on what might
Mhm.
be nominated for Oscars.
Yeah.
So the Best Picture stuff came out for the Golden Globes. We got Best Picture Drama, Avatar, Elvis, Fabelmans, Tar, and Top Gun, which we've
should go to Fabelmans.
talked about a lot of them.
Should go to
you think?
Fabelmans. Fabelmans is my
I'm
favorite
saying
movie of the year.
Elvis just because
Fabelmans is
I'm
my
an
movie
Elvis
of the year,
stan.
honestly.
I haven't seen the Fabelmans yet, but it's gonna win.
It's on. I think
I
it's
don't know, though,
available
because of
for
how
rent
bad
already.
it's
It is.
been.
It is. Yeah.
It's-
I
it's
know. I've
been so-
checked it. I just haven't had a
Yeah.
chance.
I think these are. Well, I mean, I haven't seen Avatar. I think these are all very good, but Fabelmans is my movie of the year, so I
Mm.
kind of have to root for it.
We got Best Picture Musical or Comedy, Babylon, Banshees, Everything Everywhere, Glass Onion, Triangle of Sadness.
Wait, why doesn't Elvis count as a musical?
Yeah. What?
That's a good
Why is
point.
that? Why is that drama and not musical?
it's
Like,
not
I know it's
because-
not a comedy, but
Maybe
like,
because they're not like using the song as a plot structure.
okay, that's fair actually. That makes
Everything
sense.
Everywhere is a hard
Oh.
win.
I
Like
think absolutely
Without a doubt.
everything everywhere. I think the only one that even would probably come close to snagging it is maybe Glass Onion, but I think Everything Everywhere has like a
Yeah.
98% chance.
Guys,
Oh.
I don't know. I haven't seen the Fabelmans yet, but honestly, like, I really think that Everything Everywhere probably is my movie of the year.
yeah,
But I
me
haven't
too.
seen Fabelmans
Me
yet.
too.
Yeah, I think
So
Everything
I
Everywhere
can't-
is my
I can't
pick
speak on
for
that.
award stuff, and I think it deserves all the award stuff. I think out of these
Fabelmans
options, it's probably the best one. But I
Yeah.
mean, Fabelmans was just like phenomenal.
Like, really- yeah, I'm excited
Mhm.
to see it.
I love that
Unfortunately, I'll be
stuff,
watching on my laptop.
This is also one that's a hard win. We already have one in here. Best Actress: Kate Blanchett for Tar, Olivia Colman for Empire of Light, Viola Davis for Women King, and the winner, Ana de Armas for Blonde.
That I,
Yeah, I think she's
Yeah.
gonna sweep.
She will win this one.
I'm
Oh,
telling
wait,
you,
Michelle
I am-
Williams for Favorite
I
Ones, we
will
also
put.
have
I'm
her
going
win.
on record right now. I legitimately like if Ana de Armas does not get nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars, I'll do something. I don't know what, but I will do.
Sing on air.
I will sing a song on air. If Ana de Armas does not get nominated for
Sing
Best
Happy
Actress.
Birthday, Mr. President.
I will sing Happy Birthday, Mr. President live on air if Ana de Armas does not get nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars.
I'll be so angry.
Because not for a role she deserves, but it's gonna happen.
She's in the greatest movie of all time.
The greatest movie of all time, Blonde. But no, I think out of these options, I think
This
Kate
is just
Blanchett
the
should win.
blonde. Don't worry, darling. Hate club.
Yeah.
right
This
here.
really-
You're
Give it
welcome.
to what is Empire of Light?
Empire
Oh,
of
that's-
Never
Light.
heard of that.
That's the
I am no.
who's directing that again? There was somebody. The guy who did. It's something first name Mendez who did.
Shawn Mendes.
No.
Sam-
Shawn Mendes.
Sam-
is
I'm
a
not
singer.
Chef. Wait, I'm
Sam
Sam
Mendes.
Mendes.
Sam Mendes.
I knew it was an
Shawn
S.
Mendes.
Shawn
Sam
Mendes'
Mendes.
directorial
Oh.
debut.
Sam Mendes did 1917.
Ooh.
He did 1917. And
He
that
did
was
Skyfall.
Empire of Light is a
Skyfall.
romance develops in a beautiful old cinema on the south coast of England in the 1980s.
What kind of reviews is it getting?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know those things. Rotten Tomatoes. Here we go.
Let's see it. Let's hear it.
44%.
Oh.
44% Rotten Tomatoes.
What, 76 audience? I love how at this
The
point Rotten
trailer
Tomatoes
doesn't look
is just-
very.
I don't
exciting
know
or
what this
Should we go?
interesting, I'm
Best
not gonna
Actor
lie.
is going to Austin Butler for Elvis.
I think
Brendan
so.
Fraser, The Whale, Hugh Jackman, The Sun, Bill Nighy, Living,
know
Jeremy
what?
Pope, The Inspection.
Oh, Brendan.
Elvis,
you know
Elvis,
what?
Oh, Brendan
I
Fraser.
think
Elvis.
I think Austin Butler deserves it. I want
Because
Austin
he
Butler to
transformed
get
his
it.
entire
I think
living
so.
to become Elvis.
However, I do think that you're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair Movies Till Midnight. We made it to midnight. No, I think I might be changing my lock. I think Brendan Fraser might win.
Totally agree with you.
I think Austin Butler deserves it. I think his performance was better. I think the amount of work he put into the role was arguably more, but I think more people are talking about Brendan Fraser's performance. Like, not just like general audience. I feel like a lot of critics and general audience are talking about it as opposed to like Elvis.
he was
like-
he has a lot of recognition just because of like the weird methodness that he took
Yeah.
to it, like the weird
Yeah.
like the.
I feel like because I mean obviously
Just
I
the
mean,
way he acted
yeah.
made me cry.
Yeah,
He just
I know.
is such a
I
good
think
actor.
I think Austin Butler definitely deserves it, but I think it's going
But then
to
also Brendan
Fraser.
Fraser's acting made me cry as well.
Brendan
so
Fraser.
that's a hard
I think
one.
he's gonna win, but it's gonna be a really tight
Yeah.
close.
Because again, you
close
have to
race there.
consider audiences don't vote at the Oscars. The
right.
Academy does, and the people in the Academy
That's
do.
right.
So
He would
you
certainly
have to
win at
look-
some kind of audience.
yeah, definitely.
Type of thing.
That's why I think because I don't are the Golden Globes
You know, I was-
audience? I don't know how the Golden Globes work.
What's that?
I was gonna say they should make a category at the Oscars where they pick a movie where they pick them like from like a past movie that's already been made
Yeah.
and they nominate it because it didn't get nominated or win an award before.
Oh
so they're
my.
bringing
Interesting.
recognition to it now.
Wait, that would be so cool.
Like a not posthumous. That's not the right word.
so
But
this-
like,
yeah,
so
a
that
post-
movies,
yeah,
so
sort
that
of like
movies
a-
that were looked down upon can now
like
have a
ones
chance
that
to
are like
Yeah.
these are snubbed.
Wow.
Like
Exactly.
these got snubbed or
They can
whatever.
have like
Yeah.
movies that were snubbed and they give it another chance.
Interesting.
Oh my
That's a good
gosh,
idea,
How to
actually.
bring back viewership
Maybe
to
that's
the
how
Oscars.
Chadwick
Yeah.
will get an Oscar.
Maybe don't. I'm still with the conspiracy. Listen, Will Smith's slap might have been fake.
No,
I
might
think
have
if it was
staged it.
fake, why would he have gotten banned
dude.
and
Yeah.
not be allowed
Yeah,
to
you're
set
right.
foot at
But-
the
but-
Oscar
that is-
ceremony?
But hear me out.
But
Listen,
why would he stage and like just ruin his whole
the
career?
Oscars? The
Yeah.
Oscars don't. They're not like nobody's really watching the show anymore. Nobody cares about the award shows, so they're doing outlandish things to get. It's a stupid
Dude, it's
conspiracy.
cool.
you know,
No,
but
dude, it's
No.
career suicide if you do that. There's
yeah.
no way.
well, yeah, that's what you know.
Yeah.
That's kind of what happened. And Emancipation was apparently boring. So
I couldn't get through 15 minutes of it, so yeah, I couldn't tell you what the whole movie's like because I couldn't
wow.
finish it.
sorry, Will.
Sorry, Will. I
You
really
did it
hope
to
he-
yourself,
You
man.
can
I
call in and
really hope he
apologize
gets,
if you need
I
to.
really hope
Yeah.
he gets nominated for Best Actor though, because that would just be so funny if he gets nominated for Best Actor and he can't go to the awards.
And his picture's just like the.
I know, it's just
Like
the
the black and
anonymous-
white. The
It's like-
black and white.
I think it'd be funny if it's like the anonymous, like the anonymous like profile
It's the
picture.
Here's-
screenshot of
here's
him
what's gonna be
screaming
interesting
last
about-
year.
Like it's like it looks like a zoom, but with the camera.
Is there a picture of him?
off. he's not. Yeah. It's like his face with
in
the-
mid sentence.
Dude,
Yeah.
like he can still get nominated. He can still go to the after party. He just can't go to the 3-hour ceremony.
Yeah,
3 hour
That's-
minimum.
How is that a punishment?
They're gonna
Right?
cut. They're gonna cut
Chris Rock will
categories,
get it for
and
him.
it's still gonna
He'll
be
do
4
it.
hours long.
ridiculous.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway,
No,
movies till midnight. We've
Yeah.
Surpassed midnight.
Yeah. We
you
always
know.
surpass midnight. Let's
Yeah,
be real
always,
here.
we always move by.
Yeah.
But
Spooky,
anyway, thank you
spooky.
guys for listening. It's 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. Movies till midnight.
Good night.